Now, for the presentation, please be informed na ito yung lecture on the last conducted natin na lecture series conducted last October 30. So dito, kinuha lang natin specifically, in particular doon sa Kasimbayanan, which is yun ang focus natin ngayon, kung paano natin siya i-integrate doon sa system natin or doon sa stakeholders information system. So again, ang ipo-focus natin doon sa Kasimbayanan program. Okay? Nakikita po ba yung presentation? Okay. What are the activities to be undertaken by the Kasimbayanan program? One, we have the Kasimbayanan Assembly. Okay, we are involving the mayor, the barangay captains, the chief of police, or the station commanders, church leaders, and committee on assessment and board members as participants. Okay, dito naka-specify sa assembly natin if we could invite, okay, sa ating mga munisipyo, sa ating mga city, kung ma-invite natin yung mayor natin, or specific barangay captains, or yung COP natin dapat active siya, or in particular specific yung church leaders natin. Kasi ito ng program ni Chief PNP in particular is Kasimbayanan, which is particularly involving on highlighting yung ating simbahan, which is nasa gitna siya, Kasimbayanan or the simbahan yung nasa gitna. So napaka-importante ng attendance ng ating mayor, kung hindi man again yung mayor yung kapitan natin or si COP dapat ma-involve, or talagang meron siyang member ng ating advisory group na member ng simbahan or nagsisilbi kung ano man siyang denomination, basta active siya to coordinate or to cooperate with us. Particularly pag member siya ng ating advisory group. Next. Okay, another activities to be undertaken is the counseling, specifically for the youth through the faith-based group, or invite subject matter specialists like psychologists to help manage their mental health. Okay, the counseling is napaka-importante. Alam natin yan from the sa atin sa PNP that we have part of the activity, lalo na sa Women's and Children's Protection Desk, meron tayong ginagawang counseling, lalo na doon sa mga victims na ng VAUSI or ng child abuse, but not just specifically na sila lang, pero how about yung lalo na ngayon na katatapos lang natin or ongoing pa or patapos pa yung ating pandemic. So ang daming problema when it comes to mental health. Okay? If you have noted or kung nanonood kayo ng balita nung nakaraan, nagsabi ang ating National Mental Health Hospital na tumataas yung tumatawag sa kanila when it comes to mental intervention, na nahihingi ng kanilang mga intervention or anong magagawa or anong maitulong ng National Mental Health para sa mga ganitong kailangan natin. So definitely sa area natin o sa komunidad natin, mayroon na kailangan ng tulad nito. Next slide. Okay, another activities is the group discussion or clustering through weekly or once a month interactive meeting to identify current concerns of the community and to collaborative draft and appropriate action or solutions. So dito, magkakandak ng group discussion or clustering. Sino po ba yung mga tinatarget natin dito sa komunidad? So siguro mag-identify kayo as the RPSMUs or in coordination with the advisory group. Sino ba yung mga vulnerable sa komunidad na kailangan natin i-group or i-cluster? Halimbawa, sa area nyo kung madaming mga single mother doon, so kailangan din sila i-organize, and then maybe we could conduct group discussion or clustering with them para malaman natin kung ano po ba ang kailangan nila, and we can bridge that as their Pulis and then as the strengthening or the support of our Kasimbayanan project. So isa yun sa na-identify ko na ika-cluster natin o so i-group natin na siguro yung mga single parent natin. Next slide. Okay, another is the conferences or the summits. A semester or yearly basis to assess if intervention conducted are effective and helps in the objectives of the enhanced managing police operation. Okay. The summit is regularly is yearly, siguro dito sa atin, since meron naman tayong siguro ano lang, dito sa atin siguro i-modify natin siguro conferences or summit. Since medyo matagal siya, dito siguro i-cluster natin or i-modify natin into monthly siguro. If we can monitor monthly or once in every 2 months, masyado nang matagal yung summit na yearly basis, baka mag-end na yung project, hindi pa kami makapag-conduct ng summit kung yearly ang ginagawa natin. Dito napaka-importante para ma-monitor natin kung mayroon bang progress yung pinagagawa natin. Along the way, although month lang yan, pero siguro ma-monitor natin or mapumusta natin one way or the other. Next slide. Another activities is the livelihood programs to help those unemployed and bystanders. Could be initiated, establishing small group discussion led by faith-based groups. Okay? Again, sa area natin, siguro dati, again, going to the pandemic, siguro yung mga nawawalan ng trabaho, so kailangan natin sila i-organize. So sa area natin, kailangan natin mag-conduct, ilan ba dito yung nawalan ng trabaho, and then sino-sino ba yung nawawalan ng trabaho, at ano ba yung trabaho nila, para ma-identify natin na ito yung 10 na to, wala palang nawalan ng trabaho, at ito yung kanilang mga specialty, o ito yung kanilang mga skills. So we could intervene for them. So again, yun yung isang magiging activity natin for the Kasimbayanan when it comes to livelihood programs. Next slide. Again, another activities to be conducted is the project and activities with the help of the partners and organization who have social responsibilities. Again, sino-sino ba yung mga organized group or yung group sa area natin na mayroong mga social responsibilities. So we have to identify with that. And then from there on, we could partner from them para again, makapag-conceptualize tayo ng projects, ng activities sa komunidad, again, involving tayo and then the simbahan and the pamayanan. Again, our target would be the komunidad. Kung sino yung kailangan ng tulong, so yun ang i-intervene natin or yun ang kailangan natin i-prioritize. And then, again, dito, siguro isa sa ma-recommend ko din yung ating mga mangingisda, di ba, nawawalan sila ng trabaho o nawawalan sila ng hindi na makalaot dahil di ba, again, going through sa pandemic. So talagang walang-wala. So we could siguro conceptualize project and activities for them na makatulong din sa kanila. Halimbawa, sa area niyo mayroong mga nagdo-donate ng mga bangka. So we could bridge on that for them. Next slide. Okay. So, pakibalik doon sa presentation muna. Okay, we have identified activities to be undertaken by the Kasimbayanan. So more or less, we have 7 activities. So kahit hindi man natin maigawa yan lahat or ma-comply natin yan lahat, at least mga lahati man tayo or 3/4 doon magawa natin for the Kasimbayanan or in the support of the Kasimbayanan program of the Chief PNP. Next slide. Okay, dito, ni-remind lang yung papel o ng rule ng ating mga faith volunteers na i-organize natin within our respective area. Okay? They will be required to submit biodata and statement of faith. Okay? So this is a form of organizing the volunteers sa field natin. So we have to ask kung mayroon bang binaba na guidelines when it comes to, halimbawa, template ng statement of faith na kailangan i-organize na area. So, more or less dapat may guidelines or template again na gagawin para sa statement of faith. And then sa submission of biodata, so kung more or less wala naman sigurong ni-recommend na template, mayroon naman tayong mga basics. So, it would be up for the group kung paano siya i-organize. But then again, going back dito, ito yung mga basic na requirements na na-require natin dito sa taas na at least man lang mayroong biodata and then statement of faith. Again, this is form of organizing. Next slide. Again, another reminder is no religious doctrine shall be preached in kasimbayanan activities. Okay, hindi siya nakapokus sa isang, halimbawa sa isang faith. So again, this is a activity since involved tayong kapulisan, ang simbahan, and then ang pamayanan. So wala siyang ano ba tawag doon? Yung magtatawag ka ng grupo at then doon magsasalita yung isang denomination. No. So, focus siya again ng tri-activities, kapulisan, simbahan, and pamayanan. Next slide. On the next, okay, another reminder is no collection of money or donation for the church shall be made or distribution of religious paraphernalia. Okay, isa din ito again kasi meron tayong mga faith na nagdi-distribute ng di ba yung kanyang religious paraphernalia, kung ano yung kanilang activities o nila yung doktrina o ano yung kanilang ritual na ginagawa. So hindi again dito kasama because again dito tatlo tayong magtatrabaho. So the police, again the simbahan or the faith, and then the pamayanan. Next. Again, another reminder is volunteers are not exempted to law or ordinance or violations. Kasi meron pong iba, with your respect naman, na ginagamit halimbawa members sila ng nag-volunteer sila ng kasimbayanan na wag naman sana. Minsan ginagamit nila yan, minsan ginagawa nilang pang-present doon if ever na nahuli or mayroon siyang violation, major man yan or minor violation. So hindi po siya dapat gagamitin para doon. So therefore, hindi sila priority or hindi sila exempted kung ano man yung violation na ginawa nila. So again, we are doing this as a try. The police, the simbahan, and the pamayanan. Next. Next would be, again, another reminder is resolve first any complaint filed in court or in the tribunal, including barangay, before continuing as kasimbayanan advisors. So, parang mayroon din siyang basic qualification na if ever mag-signify siya, okay, maganda naman yung kanang intention na makakatulong sa atin or be part of the kasimbayanan program na nag-signify siya or intent to join, but if meron siyang legal impediment or meron siyang pending na case or meron siyang reklamo within the komunidad, kailangan mo na niya i-settle dyan before joining the kasimbayanan, whatever man po yung role niya. So isa yun sa pinaka-importante na reminder para sa kanila. Next po. Okay. Dito, ini-specify kung ano yung role ng advisory group members, specifically yung member ng advisory group na religious sector. Okay? So one is participate in a small weekly interactive meeting of the PNP personnel. Okay? Ako na-appreciate ko ito, napakaganda siya na ginagawa natin na we have this small weekly interactive meeting. Before, doon sa former office ko ginagawa namin, parang 30 minutes, mayroong isang uupo sa amin and then we have this open conversation. Nag-o-open ang pulis kung ano ang problema mo or kung anong nagawa mo na maganda within that week. So maganda siya na communication actually. So it is one of the recommendation na ito yung magiging papel ng ating advisory group na member ng religious sectors. Next slide. Okay. Another one is together with the PNP personnel conduct regular meetings with the barangay. Okay. So dapat magiging active ang ating RPSMU or sino man yung member natin na fully support or talagang active siya na mag-recommend or mag-propose doon sa kanyang advisory group members na ito yung program, ito yung activity na gawin natin with the barangays. So, I would like to encourage our RPSMU to conceptualize or initiate programs or projects that could be presented to the barangay and advisory groups for consideration. So, mag-initiate tayo on our part as the RPSMU or the OPR of this. So, next slide. Okay. Another one is the conduct of counseling and visitation in the community in partnership with the PNP and barangay again, and help them find work. Again, ito din ay the barangay, the police, and the advisory group members, specifically again on the religious sectors. Again, I would also to recommend again na at the RPSMU or the city or the municipal or the district or the provincial, you have to initiate programs or project para i-consider again ng ating advisory groups or the barangay. Okay, for consideration and then subsequently kung ma-adapt nila o kung kaya nila implement. Okay, next po. Okay. Again, another rule is the moral and spiritual volunteers, consultants like coaches, mediator, counselors, advisors, encourager, and support group in the barangay schools and business groups together with the PNP. Okay. Mayroon tayong mga members ng religious group na medyo mayroon silang special na skills as like coaches, as consultant, mediator, counselor, advisor. So, dapat ma-identify din natin kung sino yung natin mga target na komunidad para mai-address din ng ating grupo. Kung sino ba yung nangangailangan ng i-consult, sino yung kailangan ng life coaches na may problema, sino ba yung mayroong conflict na kailangan i-mediate. So again, i-identify natin yan before implementing this one rules of the advisory group members. Next po. Okay, so that will be all on my part. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining.